Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to a brand new stream of Zbit, where we talk everything that's related to cryptocurrency, financial markets, and financial products. A very, very warm welcome to all you guys. I think we are. I was just trying to sort this thing with going live with the app as well as with all the other places that I'm supposed to be live. So very, very warm welcome to all you guys. So let's start the day. As we all know, as a ritual, as a part of the stream, we basically try to, you know, we are, we try to first understand what the markets look like, and then from there we proceed. I will take you through the markets, and then we'll talk about a lot of topics. Probably we'll cover how to do the technical analysis. We'll also cover something in the how to spot the reversals of the trend. Then we'll also look into which cryptocurrencies will rally with BTC. Why choosing stable coins over meme coins is better, or pros and cons and advantages and disadvantages of meme coins, things like that. We'll see all that topic. So we do have 4 hours of session. So as and when we get time, we will basically look into all of this. Don't worry. And then we'll also see, based on your risk appetite, what are the different types of cryptocurrencies that you can actually look into trading, so that you get, good amount of exposure from the point of view that you are basically um, choosing those kind of cryptos which will help you grow your portfolio. And not just about that, we are talking about based on what your risk appetite looks like. Guys, I know a lot of you belong to different risk categories, and there's nothing right or wrong in that. Some of you are very high risk takers, some of you are very low risk takers or moderate risk takers, or some of you are medium risk takers. So don't worry on that aspect. We've got you covered on that, where basically you can actually trade basis your requirements. There's nothing right or wrong here. Okay. um, Yes, one very important thing is understanding your risk appetite in the starting when you are starting into this. Like the way investments, if you guys are coming from any traditional backgrounds like I do, I once upon a time, started. I mean, I myself was working in banking sector, and I come from banking, like I come from traditional finance sector. So we all understand different investors or traders have their own risk appetite. So basis that you can start your crypto journey. I'm going to help you out with that as well. What are the different types of cryptos that you can look into in order to go basis your risk appetite as well. So moving on to the markets here. So markets at the moment currently, guys, one very important thing which I want to tell all you guys is, whoever is entering into the live room from the live app, like from the app itself, from the Zbit app, I want you guys, once you enter, please share your name so that I can refer you with your names. And if you have any questions, anything that you would like to ask me, it will be easy for me to communicate with you guys with the names, guys, because referring you guys with the username, it will be like slightly difficult. So please share your names once you enter into the live room. All right. So as you can see, Bitcoin at 111,447. So I was expecting Bitcoin to go further down, but it seems like Bitcoin has is still in 111 range, so which is a good thing. Ethereum at $4,007. I think Ethereum had a very good, last night I was seeing Ethereum, went till 3,900. In fact, in the morning also it was ranging in 3,800, price, which was such a, great opportunity to all you guys. I don't know if you guys have taken any kind of, action on this, because almost close to 250 dollar move it has taken, guys. So there was a golden opportunity for Ethereum for sure since yesterday, last night. I don't know how many of you have actually taken that opportunity to kind of take the trade. In fact, in the morning, I think I did share some buy sell signals as well. So I don't know whether you guys followed it, you did not follow, or what exactly you have done. Coming to BNB, BNB is standing at 994. It's minus 2.02. All of them are negative, and it's a very good right now position where each one of them are negative, and it's the right buy opportunity for all of us. Solana at 201, guys. Solana's all-time high has been 294. Imagine. BNB, I think, has recently reached about 1024, if I'm not wrong. That is what its high is. So you see, so many of them have made already their all-time highs, and here there is now right now so much of opportunity. XRP is standing at 2.8337. Its all-time high has been almost around 3. Um, I think 3.18 or something is the all-time high for XRP. So after all the all-time highs that all of them has created, Bitcoin at 124, Ethereum at 4953, BNB I think 1024, Solana something at 294 something. Guys, I might be somewhere wrong with some numbers here and there, don't mind. I'm just telling मतलब मोटा मोटी किधर पहुंची थी and all. Might be numbers might not 100% be accurate, but more or less they have reached those levels. So XRP has reached around 3.18 or more than 3.18 for sure. So this was the highest levels that they have reached. So right now all of them are negative. Let's look at the coin market cap 100 index as of now and see what the 100 top cryptos are looking like. So some, like, couple of them are only looking like positive, but most of them are negative. You can see all of them. So they are all in consolidation phase. They're all in pullback phase. So this is the best time or the opportunity to kind of get into, trade. Meme core positive, OKB is positive, Mantle is positive, Chronos, SCD Leo, then Tron is positive, and all of these are positive. All right. Other than that, all the other are negative. So you see, so much of opportunity out here. So much out of 100, so many. Like only couple of them are positive, but all of them are negative. So it's like you got ample opportunity in the market. So any one of you guys, I know in the stream or offline also keep asking me that which crypto should we invest into, which crypto is good. That so many questions keep coming. So you have any doubt at any point in time, you are basically welcome to go through this top 100 constituents of coin market cap, and that will be just like sufficient for you to start your crypto journey. So you can pick any of them. Now depending on what your capital looks like and your risk appetite, you can pick up any out of these 100 and you're good to go. Yesterday also I was going on telling you guys, so if you are a low risk taker, better to go for stable cryptos like Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, for that matter. And if you are a medium risk taker, you can go for Solana, Sui, Avalanche, Chainlink, things like that. And if you are a very high risk taker, then meme coins, NFTs is the choice. Maybe Pepe, Doge, Shiba, whatever you want to go for. Those are the high risk cryptos that you can go for. So that is how your list should look like. And I know a lot of you are swing traders, you guys are day traders, you guys are hodlers and whatnot. So everybody has their own way of trading, and there's nothing right or wrong. All you need to do is pick up the right crypto at the right time and do what is required, and that's it. It's not that difficult. So I can see user 888-721 online. Guys, anybody who is entering into the live room, I want you guys to share your name and your little details, or if anything that you have, like maybe what are your expectations out of this particular session, or what, how your crypto journey is going on so far, what are like anything that you would like to share, you're welcome to do so, guys, because all we want to know is when you guys join these sessions, we want to make sure that you guys are making the most of it, and you guys are earning good profits. That's our whole intention, so please understand this. Okay, whenever you enter the session, please do let me know your name and everything else that you should tell me. So yeah. Okay, so let's move on. I'm going back to the market overview here. Okay, so the overall market capitalization at the moment is standing at 3.72 trillion. The volume has, of course, increased. You guys can see, when the markets are actually down, the volume is actually good. It's 232.11 billion, which kind of shows that there are good inflows that are happening, which is a good news for all of us, that yes, in coming few days we might as well see the market rallying all over again. So you never know what's going to happen. So when this kind of opportunities are there, please make use of it and don't miss out on such kind of things, so that you get right kind of positions and right kind of opportunities at the right time. The global market capitalization, as I told you, 3.7. It's reflecting a 1.79% of decline over past 24 hours, but still it kind of looks good. Bitcoin is continuing to demonstrate resilience, maintaining support levels around 102. Like just now when we were talking, I think there has been a massive liquidation that has happened just from 111. The price has shooted down to 108. What has happened here? Let's just see. Oh my god, what has happened suddenly here? Was there such a big jump here? Why did BTC fall so much just now? What a massive. Just now, guys, look at this. Just now, when I was talking to you guys and the session started, I'm not able to change it actually. Here, I'm not able to change it to minutes. Okay, I'll open its chart in the different this thing. Hold on. Let me see what. My God, what is happening with BTC? This is 1 hour chart. Let me go to find this chart. All right, five. I'll take 15 minutes chart. All right. Whoa, see this. I'm not too sure. Was it? I need to again refresh the numbers, guys. See, look at this. Like the numbers are going so crazy. It's just changing like every now and then so fast and quickly. I was shocked myself. I think probably when I entered into the session, the page was not refreshed. That's why maybe the numbers are slightly different from what it looks like now. Anyways, we'll get back to the technical analysis part of it, and then we'll cross verify that. Did I look into the wrong numbers, or was it, was it because I did not refresh or things like that? We'll see that. So it seems like yes, the price has definitely fallen. So yes, I think it kind of looks like the price from 26th of September is likely it's hovering around 108 and 9. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's start. Maybe because of I think it might be because of the maybe I didn't refresh the thing or something. Definitely went wrong over there. Oh, what is wrong? Why is this not deleting log difference? Okay, no, it's fine. Okay. So, yeah, guys, Bitcoin around 112, 109 now, right now, you can see yourself that how quickly the price is jumping like anything. I'm going to draw a horizontal line here because right now it kind of looks like it is in the consolidation phase. So I'm not going to take any data from past whatever. I'm just taking just today's data and let's see where it is so that we can have some understanding of where it is heading and what is happening here. All right. Okay. I'll also be coming to my Ethereum chart. Ethereum, where is Ethereum? Ethereum, so basically Ethereum's market performance remains robust with its price showing positive movements. You can see Ethereum somewhere, no matter it's reaching 3,800 level also, but it is able to bounce back to 4,000. So anybody who is like trading in Ethereum, you guys have to be aware now the new support and resistance level has been, created in the sense it has reached new support and resistance levels. So the previous levels of 4,000 to 4,300, which was the demand zone or the support levels for us, is definitely changed. And now we have to identify those levels for ourselves, and then we will, identify some opportunities out there. We'll also get back to maybe any other cryptocurrencies with low capital as investment to kind of see if there is any opportunity. So we'll have a combination of a lot of options here, where whatever suits best according to your requirement, you guys can pick up for your trading activity, whatever you want to do. Make sure before that you enter into the you download the app, and then basically you actually start depositing and KYC yourself, deposit the money and start trading. So beginner traders, guys, I have been reiterating way too much how to start, where to start, and what are the things that you should be looking at, and things, all these things have been discussed. Coming to you guys, basically, coming to the people who are already trading and who have been trading, so there's no issue on that part. I'm sure you guys are professional enough to handle your own things, but just in case you still need any kind of help or any kind of uh, you know maybe assistance or guidance or things like that, we are always there. We are sitting 4 to 8 p.m. I'm sitting 4 to 8 p.m. and I will definitely help you and guide you on all that aspects. US regulators, coming to the regulatory aspects of it, the regulatory and the institutional aspects of it, the US regulatory scrutiny is still there. The US regulators, including the SEC and FINRA, are investigation unusual trading activities in companies' crypto treasury strategies. Over 200 firms have raised funds for this year to purchase cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, leading to significant stock price movements before any public announcement. So, these kind of things are always in the market, and these things overall impacts the markets a lot. And I think when it comes to cryptocurrency, because of all these legalities and regulatory aspects behind it, there's always a chaos when it comes to not having much clarity, because cryptocurrency started as a decentralized finance once upon a time, right? So because there are no proper regulatory frameworks behind now, yes, of course, it's getting better and better as we move ahead, but all we can think of is there are so many still pending things that are there. But coming towards this definitely is marking us towards thinking that maybe some kind of framework will be built behind that, and then we will have some kind of positive what do you call positive news, or positive, it is going to take us or lead towards a positive outcome. That's what I totally believe in, and that's what I totally think of. Coming to the transatlantic task force, the US and the United Kingdom has obviously developed the or established the transatlantic task force for markets for the future, to reduce regulatory barriers for businesses accessing capital markets and enhance coordination on cryptocurrency regulations. The initiative aims to deliver a report within 180 days outlining collaborations and strategies. So this is what is happening on the other side of the story, regulatory and the institutional development side. Moving on to the institutional and market innovation side, BlackRock's new ETF, asset management giant BlackRock ETF. BlackRock has filed to register Delaware Trust Company for its proposed Bitcoin Premium Income ETF. This product will aim to register to generate yield by selling covered call options on Bitcoin futures, complementing its existing spot Bitcoin ETF. So this kind of looks like a good thing, where Bitcoin prices might be impacted because of this new move that is in place. So definitely a good news as usual. Nothing to worry about. Why we should know about it is because any kind of developments, any kind of new things happening in either of the cryptos or in the ecosystem as such, then we have to keep ourselves updated, because that will impact our overall decision making. Whether you are an investor for a long term, or you are a hodler, or whether you are somebody who basically like to trade for a shorter period of time, anything you do basically is what you all you will do is you will be basically keeping yourself updated about all these things. Hashtags ETF expansion. Asset manager Hashtags has expanded its crypto index US ETF to include XRP, Solana, and Stellar, following the SEC's approval of generic listing standards for ETFs. This expansion will allow for a faster ETF approval process for eligible cryptocurrencies. So this is another news which is on the institution and market innovation side, where basically asset manager Hashtags basically it's trying to expand its crypto index US ETF to include XRP, Solana, Stellar, following the SEC's approval of generic listing standards for ETF. So another ETF in place. So this again is a positive news for all of us. European Stablecoin Initiative, a group of major European banks, including the ING and UniCredit, is developing a euro-pegged stablecoin in compliance with Europe's markets in crypto assets, which is the MiCA network or the MiCA framework. And this stablecoin is expected to launch in 2026. So, guys, what do you think? Like, a European, euro-pegged stable coin. What do you think of this in compliance with Europe's markets? Do you think this would be a positive or a negative move? What do you think of it? If you want to share in the comments, you can do so, and you can talk to me directly. Guys, I like to have interactive sessions. So if you want to share your opinions also for whatever we talk about, you're welcome to do so. Like if there are any kind of developments, there are kind of new changes that are coming, what do you think of it? Do you think it's going to be a positive impact? It's going to be a negative impact? You want to put out your comments out there, you can do so. All right, so market risks and concerns. What are the different market risks and concerns? Financial stability risk. The European Securities and Markets Authority, ESMA, has warned about potential risk that the growing cryptocurrency industry could pose to overall financial stability in the EU, while crypto-focused funds account for less than 1% of the EU fund universe, ESMA emphasized the need for continued monitoring due to increasing integration with traditional finance. Okay, so financial stability risk, as you know, is always part of the overall markets when we talk, whether it's to do with the financial markets, whether it is to do with the crypto markets. So at the moment, the European Securities and Markets Authority, ESMA, which is also called, they have warned about potential risks which are growing with the cryptocurrency industry. So the frameworks are anyways going to work out, while crypto focused funds will account for less than 1% of the EU fund universe. So that is what is being discussed. ESMA is emphasizing the need for continued monitoring. And I know a lot of these kind of issues, if you see everywhere, is just cropping up. And uh, like whenever something fishy is happening, there's basically a lot of discussions around this that's being put into. And the governments or the authorities out there who are part of these regulatory framework, they are definitely coming up in front and trying to resolve such kind of things, which as an investor or a trader, for all of us, it's of course again a good news. So don't worry, if I am sharing all these, don't get panicked or don't be shocked in terms of why we should even know it, or why are we trying to figure out all these things. Don't worry on that. The reason I'm sharing all these things is because make yourself aware of all such kind of things, so that whenever you are taking any kind of crypto decisions, you take the right kind of decisions. Commodity Futures Trading Commission Chairman Rostin Benham has highlighted the severe risk inherent in the 3 trillion cryptocurrency market due to lack of comprehensive regulation. So again, there are talks about this. So now CFTC's chairman also is basically pointing out towards some kind of risk, some kind of instability around all these things. So he's emphasizing the urgency of establishing a regulatory framework to prevent potential finance fraud and market collapse. So I think this is point of point of concern for a lot of us, including me sometimes, because um, I myself, when I'm coming from a traditional background, sometimes I have this very back of my mind sometimes about the security of things, and a lot of you too have this. So when we see a lot of regulatory framework coming into picture, and governments, authorities of different countries showing the same concern, looks very good and nice for all of us, because that's how we want it to be, so that we can be in an environment where our hard-earned money is safeguarded, and then we invest whatever we invest or whatever we trade into, our money is multiplied and not just vanish or just deplete or just vanish or something like that. So this is what I think. Just a sec. I'm going to now other now that we have looked into whatever the market looks like right now, it's into the fear mode. We can see all of us are fearing and all of them are in negative. So yes, definitely there are too many opportunities. You can see all being negative. Pick any crypto for that matter. As of now, you will be having a chance to basically make some money, because all of them, after reaching their all-time highs, are now sitting at they're sitting all down. So there is basically a lot of opportunity. So pick any of them for that matter right now. There is no issue here. So yeah. So let's move on. As I was telling you, okay, when BTC is rallying, then there are some cryptos which rally along with BTC too. So that is another important topic. I think we did touch base upon this topic also yesterday. So let's see a bit of it on that front also. I think Bitcoin dominance is still the same, 58.4. Ethereum, I think, slightly has increased. Others are 29.0. So you see, Bitcoin is evergreen always. So you remember, guys, I told you in the starting of the session, there will be other few things that we will be looking at. We will also look into like, you know, bit of technical analysis. That's what we will do. And then we'll also come back to like spotting reversals. We'll talk about some of the topics related to that. And then we'll also see maybe why which particular crypto is good enough for us, or why we should be picking stable coins over meme coin, or what are the pros and cons, advantages, disadvantages of various cryptocurrencies. Those all will be seen. So coins, let's first focus on the topic coins which follow BTC closely. So one of the first and the most important coin, any coin after Bitcoin, which is the most like demanded with high liquidity and with great usage and all, is the Ethereum. I think that's the cryptocurrency which is the strongest follower of Bitcoin. So it often mirrors BTC trends and a slightly higher volatility. So we always see whenever BTC is going up, Ethereum is also on par with it. So that is how BTC will rally. BNB, Solana, Cardano, XRP, Avalanche, Matic, all these are large cap alt coins basically, and that typically also follow BTC during rallies and corrections. So at the moment it's in correction. So you see all of them are also in the correction phase. You know, the coin market cap index is the evidence here. It's the evidence is in right in front of you guys. And then the Litecoin bit or the Bitcoin Cash or Dogecoin, basically older coins with high BTC correlation. So these all also, you know, uh, kind of follow BTC and follow BTC's like rallies as well as corrections. So that is how it is. Coins with partial correlation sometimes follow BTC, but also influenced by sector specific news. DeFi tokens, Uni, Aave, Sushi move with BTC, but they can diverge based on DeFi adoption or hacks. Layer 2 tokens like ARB, STRKOP, they can pump independently if network adoption arises. And other than that, NFT and gaming coins like Mana, AXS, etc., they track BTC broadly, but more sensitive to gaming NFT. Like, guys, uh, don't confuse yourself. All I can say is, like, minimalist, like on an overall basis, imagine like this, like most of them, majority of them will follow BTC footsteps only. But until unless there is some kind of thing in its ecosystem that will impact, then maybe, you know, it might have a slight what do you call disconnection, slight disconnect out there. So other than that, most of them will follow BTC, you know, footsteps only. Like for example, XRP will also follow BTC footsteps only, but the only issue will be like sometimes if XRP is having some kind of lawsuits or some kind of legal proceedings going on, or some kind of something which is happening in their ecosystem, probably that might impact the overall performance of the cryptocurrencies or that particular cryptocurrency. So yeah. So moving on, coins which don't follow BTC. Okay, these are some very important topics that we should know, because when you're trading, you should know this information too. So there are coins like stable coins like USDT, USDC, or DAI pegged to fiat. They are all pegged to fiat. So USDT, you all know, is connected to dollar. USDC is also connected to dollar. Then DAI. So all these are, like, you know, related to fiat currencies and not to the like Bitcoin or something. So in that case, they basically don't follow cryptocurrencies, or they don't follow BTC for that matter. So other than that, there are something called privacy coins. like XMR or ZDC, their price is driven more by regulation and niche demand. So in that scenario also, these cryptocurrencies, also the privacy coins, they also don't get affected. And some meme coins like Pepe, Shiba, Flocky, they move on hype, social media trends or whales, and they are again not connected to BTCL anywhere. So you might not see Pepe, Shiba, Flocky, like, moving in the same direction as BTC. Now, all what really matters and what really, uh, you know, like if you are a BTC, Ethereum, or Solana, XRP, or BNB trader, which means you are into the low risk taker category, then you have to be bothered about BTC moves, and you have to be bothered about how BTC is rallying or whether it's going up or down. That's how your other altcoins will be performing. But if you're like a meme coin trader, you might not be worried about all of that, so that's okay. So new project launches, narrative coins like AI tokens like FET, RNDR, or RWA tokens, they may rally even if BTC is dropping. So again, it's a like different topic altogether. uh, AI tokens, FET, RNDR, RWA tokens, they are all, so guys, I gave you the entry based on your risk appetite. Then we have, on our platform, both spot and futures trading available. So once you know your risk appetite, then you know your, how to go about with it. You picked up a crypto pair according to your requirement. Then you can start your crypto journey with us. It's a very simple procedure. I think I have taken you through already all of this, but you can definitely again go through that with me, like how the desktop version of it looks like. Zbit is here, spot future is here, you have rewards here, you have all the information about Zbit platform here. Then once you register, all you need is you need a number, you need a passport or an ID document. So I'm just repeating this procedure for the people who are joining from outside, maybe the people who are already part of this application, and they are coming live from this within the app itself, then there is no issue. But yes, if you're coming live from outside, then for you guys, you need to download this particular you need to either you need to download the app directly from this iOS version of it or the Android version, or you can use a desktop version. In the desktop version, I'm going to share it in the chat room, my invitation code, which is EZTVV. All right, this is my code. You can use this to download the app and start your crypto journey. All you need is a one document, ID document, and ID document can be your passport or any ID document like your electoral card or Aadhaar or whatever. People belonging to countries other than India, you know what is the different types of IDs that you can submit, maybe a driver's license or a passport or things like that. Once you KYC yourself, then you can start your crypto journey with us, and you get the chance to either do spot or futures, whatever is okay with you. You can enter into it. So the interfaces are very easy and nice, nice and easy interface that we have. We have a chart on the left hand side with different options to change the chart options, to change the time frames, to change the indicators and whatnot. So it's like a trading view here. So you have everything here: buy, sell, limit, market. So everybody knows the kind of orders we place, limit, market orders, and things like that. So those are the things that are there here. And yes, let's move further. Any questions for me in regards to in regards to your, what do you call, the zbit.com? You can ask me anytime now, or you want to ask later also, it's fine. So you can do that. Okay, if I'm not getting any questions, then I'll move ahead. Let's see where is Ethereum heading now. So on my chart, I'm going to add my relative strength index, as you all know. This is a 1 hour chart. I'm going to go to the 5 minute chart to identify any buy sell opportunities. So as you can see on the 5 minute chart at the moment, it's like it went till oversold zone here, overbought zone, sorry, 3964, and then now it's slightly coming down. So that's time to take a sell position, guys. So this is where it is. So why do I prefer, or why don't talk about me? Why should you prefer trading in Ethereum? There are various reasons to it. Why I continuously I'm always giving you signals. Also, you might be wondering why is she always back of Ethereum. So there is definitely strong reason behind why I want you guys also to consider this as an option. Is like, obviously, one, it has high liquidity. So Ethereum, as you all know, is the second largest crypto. So like digital gold is what the title for Bitcoin is given, right? So Ethereum is called as the digital oil. So it is the second largest crypto, and you can enter and exit positions easily without any slippage here. So there is a very strong, liquidity. The buyers and sellers are very much available for Ethereum, and you might not get stuck or things like that, and you can have your orders getting created, buy, sell, whatever, very quickly. Second, there is strong correlation with BTC because it usually follows Bitcoin with slightly higher volatility, meaning bigger profit, opportunities. So that's why Ethereum can be one of the biggest, like one of the choices that you can have. Yes, I know a lot of you might be thinking, yes, it's like kind of got very expensive. It's like 3,932 right now. It went to till 4,900 also, but uh, you know you can leverage out position. Like if you are trading in futures, you can leverage out a position and basically still trade, and there is nothing wrong in it. I can understand, even if you like don't have that kind of amounts, use a 334965. Hi and welcome to the stream. So please tell me more about yourself. Tell me your name. Tell me everything about you. And if you have joined the session, you can um, talk to me if you would like, and share your crypto journey. Share anything that you think you would like to. Okay. Then technical levels work well in terms of Ethereum. So Ethereum charts basically respect the technical analysis tools like support, resistance, moving averages, RSI, Fibonacci retracements, and it makes the trade very friendly kind of a trade, because Ethereum, as I keep analyzing for you guys, you must have seen that it's a bit easier to find support, resistance, supply, demand zones, and things like that. So you do not worry. Ethereum co-founder transfer 6 million Ether to Kraken while waits scoop of 100. My God. So this news has come just now. So I'm not sure if the transfer has already happened and the price movement has shifted or not, or if it is going to happen now. So such kind of news, you have to keep a tab on it immediately, because what happens is, like, if you get such kind of news suddenly, you'll see some market movement. You might see, because it says that there has been a movement in the um, in the quantity, like some whale has moved some quantity here and there, then that means that can impact and that can bring about some significant change to the prices immediately. So you have to keep a watch on such kind of news as well. Other than that, upcoming upgrades and news, Ethereum often, pumps around hard forks, they scaling upgrades and staking updates like the December Fusaka upgrade, which is like now coming in future. So that is obviously going to impact the overall prices. Whenever there is an upgrade coming, whenever there is some kind of enhancement coming, that also brings about some kind of positive news. So not just the governments cutting the rates or putting an end to the tariffs or things like that, but other than that, if there are some developments in the ecosystem, that also. So with Ethereum, that is very strong, and that should be something which you should consider while trading into it. Then other than that, utility driven demand, Ethereum powers DeFi, which is the decentralized finance, NFTs, layer twos, and smart contracts. Constant real use cases, they create sustained demand. So these are few things which actually makes Ethereum stand out from the other cryptocurrencies that are available. So utility driven demand is always there, are always there. So if there is some kind of uh, decentralized finance application getting built on it, NFTs building on it, layer twos getting on it, all these things happening on that ecosystem or the blockchain definitely brings about more and more of usage and utility, and then that will again drive the demands. Other than that, options and futures markets, we know that Ethereum ETFs, they have strong influence everywhere. I can see a new user have joined the stream, user 693275. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. You want to say a hi and you want to say your name, you can. So Ethereum, like I was telling you, has deep derivative markets, and like they allow for advanced strategies for hedging and speculation too. So, hi guys, hi, user 591959, user 693275, user 88872, all you guys, welcome to the stream. Hi, hello, guys. So right now, what we are discussing is, which crypto can be taken into consideration. So what I'm trying to tell you here is, no matter, even if the cryptocurrency looks very expensive for you to buy, and you are having a very minimalistic kind of like you have very small capital to begin with, don't worry on that, because why in this scenario leverage becomes such an important thing is because that in futures trading, that is where your opportunity lies. So even if you are somebody with very minimalistic or very small capital, you can always start with futures trading, and that is how you can actually take the advantage of the markets. Now the core difference between spot trading and futures trading is so I have 693275 asking me a question, what to buy right now. My dear, as I was telling you in the starting of the session, most of the cryptocurrencies are right now all in negative. Uh, all in negative. So every crypto right now has an opportunity, honestly speaking, because most of them are in the pullback zone, and a lot of them follow BTC rally. So whether BTC is correcting or whether BTC is rallying, they follow BTC footsteps. So there's huge opportunity. So don't worry. You can buy any of the cryptos now. Coming to you personally, if it totally depends on your what kind of capital you have and what kind of risk taker you are. It totally depends on you. So if you are somebody who believes in stability, you should be going for anything which are there, like the top 5 cryptocurrencies. Maybe pick up anything from Solana, XRP, BNB, or Ethereum for that matter. And if you don't mind being fundamentally strong, or you don't mind any strong cryptocurrency, you want to go for hype, you just want to go for pumps, or you want to go for high risk products, then yes, meme coins are also still fine. On our Zbit platform, we have Pepe, which is available, which you can definitely look for, or you can look for maybe Shiba, you can look for Doge for that matter. So it all totally depends on you. So buy anything which is coming as per your risk appetite and which is coming as per your capital that you have. So you are somebody who do not want to put out all your money. Leverage is the thing that you should be using, and futures trading is your tool that you should be looking for. And there again, like, it all depends on your level of expertise. If you are maybe if you are like if you are basically a pro trader, or you're a new beginner trader, your leverage should not be more than 5x as of now if you're a beginner trader. But if you have been trading for quite some time, taking leverage up to whatever level is whatever you want is totally your call, because then in that case where you are heading, and what good or bad thing you're getting into, so you know the repercussions of it, so you will be taking right kind of decisions there. So uh, people who are there in the industry like for more than 1 2 years also, sometimes they also take around 20x or more, sometimes more than that or lesser than that. So it is totally up to you. So I hope Mr. I don't know who is this 6 9. I don't have your name actually. So I'm going to refer you with 693275 only. So 693275. I hope I was able to answer to your question. And if in case you still have more doubts, you can get in touch with our sales team, the people, after the stream, like, people behind whom you can talk to and basically, seek out for help or seek out for more guidance and things like that. So these are some more options which, I can as your mentor or trading mentor or whatever I can guide you for. So you can let me know. Hi, user 59159. Sorry, user 591959. So yes, so as you all know, I was telling you about different types of cryptocurrencies basis your risk appetite. There are other things also which you need to consider, which basically can be a point of maybe decision for you guys. So some of you a lot, like when people join in the stream, some of you say you are you basically invest into meme coins, some of you like to trade in maybe stable coins and things like that, because everybody has different things. So just let's go through the advantages and disadvantages of trading into any of these cryptos right now. So if we talk about stable coins, stable coins are always basically they are pegged to fiats, like USD, euro for that matter. So they are prices, their prices barely move, but they are pegged to the fiat currencies. So stable coins will always be more secured from that point of view. Now coming to the second point which we should be considering is like the low risk category, mainly used for parking funds, hedging against volatility, or moving between exchanges. So a lot of people like to take or participate in stable coins because they like to park funds or move money from here to there, because that kind of gives them like an opportunity for hedging, whether it's hedging within the exchange or between different exchanges or things like that. Because of the low risk out here, there's like a great amount of opportunity. That's why it is a good option. Third, it's great for traders because it keeps profits safe during market dips also. The point here is like it is not dependent on like, because I know you understand, right, that if meme coins, for example, they pump and then they dump, then there is no real reason behind it. And if they dump for that matter, there is no um, there is no surety at all that it is actually going to again recover, or your money is going to recover or things like that. uh, is hanging available on Zbit? I'm not sure what is this hanging. What is this hanging? I'm not aware of this word. Do you have a better word to ask me? Is hanging available? So do you think you can ask me in a better way? I'm not sure what you're referring to, or probably I'm not aware of what you're asking. So what is hanging? I'm not aware of this, please. Um, I'm not getting the response, so let's just move. So meme coins, like I was saying, they are driven by hype and community. So the value will come from memes, not fundamentals. So that's why I always tell that it is a bit riskier and not so safe to kind of trade, because the media hypes, then you can basically make money, and if it dumps and there's no major reason behind it. So Mr. Mangat, can you precisely like elaborate on what exactly you're trying to ask me, because I'm not understanding your question at all. Is hanging available on Zbit? So user 593282, Mr. Mangat 693275. Guys, if you ask me such, open-ended questions, sometimes I don't understand what is it like. You have to maybe elaborate a bit and then ask what exactly you are asking. Like, I can't relate to what you're saying actually. Is hanging available on Zebit? What does it mean? Oh, hedging. Okay, you wrote hanging. I was wondering what is hanging. Okay, hedging available. So, as far as I know, hedging is an activity where basically you think that you might lose out an opportunity in one crypto. So, you basically take a position in another crypto. So, hedging is that only, right? Like you want to take opportunity at the same time of the two positions. Maybe it can be between two cryptos, it can be between two markets, it can be it's a combination. So Zbit between the markets, I guess that option is not available. But yes, between the positions, you can always take it. There is no harm in it, right? Hedging is like you take a buy position in one crypto, and then you see that you are not making that great profits, and you kind of switch to something else. So I think hedging or arbitration is, I think that's very much possible and that's very much available. But I'll still confirm this for you. I'm not too sure. Shouldn't be a problem. Hold on. Let me see. Guys, it allows you. I think I have seen people, it does allow you. I think we can take multiple trades if I'm not wrong. Yes, I guess. Mr. Mangal, I think it's right. Mm, I think it does allow it. I don't think so. There is any problem here. You can hedge. So I think hedging between the markets, possibly it's not possible because I think it's just on the app we don't have other options. Yes, but within the app you can, but within markets is again, it's all totally dependent on you guys. So I think it's available, guys. So when you think that probably by taking a trade, you might be losing out on a position, you want to take another trade where you can balance out your losses there, then you can definitely take another position. So hedging is very much possible, but that's available in futures trading, so you can do that. I think that is what you wanted to ask, right? So Okay, so I think I actually deviated from the topic and then I was going to the questions. So the futures bonus, is it usable only once or you can close a trade? The futures bonus, is it usable only once or you can close a trade and trade again? What bonus are we talking about here? The futures profit, you mean? Bonus in the sense profit? So you mean to say the futures profit out there? Bonus in the sense? Guys, I didn't get your question, honestly speaking. The futures bonus, is it usable only once or you can close a trade and as far as it is your profit and as far as you have earned it for yourself, why can't you use it again and again? That's the question. What exactly are you trying to ask or point out? Tell me that. So as far as you have earned that profit, why can't you use it or why shouldn't you use it? 413851, are you still here? Still with me? Have you come across some kind of a problem with regards to that, which makes you ask this question? Were you able to only use it once and not again and again? Then probably we might be able to find some kind of resolution, some kind of solution for you. Anyways, if I'm not getting any response, then in that case, I'm just proceeding further with the topic that I was talking about. Guys, I'll be, I think, taking a small 5 to 10 minutes break here, but let's just first finish what I was talking, then maybe I'll come back and talk about something else. So, like I was telling you, it's your choice completely. If you want to trade in meme coins or you want to trade in basically in stable coins, because both have their own pros and cons. Some of them are pegged to real fiat currencies. That's why there's like total stability and you can always fall back on their fundamentals. But some of them are totally just driven by hype. So if they go up and then sometimes if they dump, then there is no like, sometimes I wouldn't say there's no possibility. Some are quite famous, some are very much in the market and in the trend, so they might as well recover. But some, if they are new and they might be just like starting in the market or things like that, there will be chances, especially in cases of pre-sale projects or a coin which is getting just launched on the crypto platform might be at risk. But again, it all totally depends. Now there are two different things that you need to understand in this. Some exchanges, like some meme coins, they get registered on decentralized exchanges. Some of them get registered on centralized exchanges also. So centralized exchanges, if we talk about, they are more secured and they are more protected. Like for example, you would have heard of Binance. I think as a platform, or a lot of them are there in the market. I'm not trying to promote anyone out here, or I'm not talking about any. Zbit itself is a protected centralized exchange, and Zbit itself is a licensed exchange where you have the security of your funds, you have the protection of your funds. So these kind of exchanges, when you go for, you even if you're trading on maybe in the, like maybe if you're trading in meme coins also, it can still be a like it can be protected and it can be secured. But coming to stable coins, we have this thing that stable coins are actually having strong fundamentals, so they're not going to go anywhere. Decentralized exchanges, yes, I was coming to decentralized exchanges. If any meme coin, somebody tells you, like somebody tells you to get into this meme coin or get buy this, buy that, and it is listed on a decentralized exchange, then that is a point of worry for you guys, because in that scenario, what happens is decentralized exchanges are mostly unsecured, they're not protected, and they're not so like, they have their own good and bad with it actually. So you have to be very careful in terms of where you're getting. So decentralized exchanges can get you into issues, so you have to just a sec. Okay, so the most of the things, I'll tell you what happens is, I think as beginner traders or people, you guys are getting into uh, maybe wrong hands, is because you kind of hear from here and there something which is just developing new, like pre-sale projects, IDOs, IEOs. You hear of it like, okay, a new project is coming up or a new coin is getting launched. So one very important thing which you need to obviously identify is whether it is getting listed on an exchange which is a centralized exchange or not, or if it is getting listed on decentralized. If it is decentralized, then you have to be like very very careful, because decentralized exchange is mostly peer to peer kind of a thing, which will not be that kind of secured thing. So you have to be careful. I'm not saying it is completely unsecure. You have to do your own diligence, whether it's decentralized or centralized. Centralized is the most safest, and centralized, yes, like even our platform, which is the Zbit platform, is basically secured and protected, so that you have to identify. So even if you're getting into meme coins, NFTs, anybody is asking you to invest into this, that, you are welcome to do so, but you have to be very very careful on that aspect. Okay, so anyone, anything else that you would like to ask, you can. I don't know if I was able to answer to your question, Mr. 413851. I think I was, I don't know if I was able to get your question correctly or not, first of all. If I'm able to get your question correctly, or you want to basically tell me if there's any kind of issue that you have faced, or if any problem you've faced, so that I can maybe understand it in much better manner. So at the moment, we can see Ethereum is totally going down. I'm going to come back to the technical analysis part of it right now. Um, so let's I think we've gone through enough of market data, market information, and everything around what's happening. So I will be taking a small 5-10 minutes break, and then we'll come back and do the technical analysis, and then we'll have all the different types of topics around this. So hold on till I come back, and then we will connect once again. So guys, stay tuned and don't go anywhere. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for joining the sessions. Thanks being the lovely audience. Do make sure that you basically you are Guys, please, I want you to go to the deposit option here and start your deposit. You have this deposit option here. Start this deposit, and basically you can start your crypto journey. We're trying our level best to basically make your crypto journey as easy as possible. You have any questions, you can ask me live. I'm sitting here live. How to use the application, what are the features that you are like facing problems with, if there are any technical glitches, things like that. You want to ask me anything, you can. Other than that, I keep showing as and when, if there are no questions from the audiences, then basically I concentrate on talking about technical analysis, how to do technical analysis, what are the things that you need to look, what are the things you need to ignore, things like that. So please make sure you do ask me the questions while I'm actually talking to you, and I will also continue to show you and make your life ask me the questions while I'm at. My dear, are you referring to um, rewards when you sign up? Guys, I'm going to join you in next 5-10 minutes. Please bear with me. I will be back in a while. Go anywhere. I'll be back in 5 to 10 minutes after a small 5 minutes break. Guys, just a sec. I have few questions coming on Telegram also, so that's why I'm just answering questions even on Telegram. So don't mind. You can tell me anything if you have on the live chat room also. Just a sec. Just a sec, guys. Sorry, bear with me. Um, I will again start talking to all you guys and I will come back to all you guys. Just a sec, guys. Okay, so let's start again. So I had this question. In fact, I think the same question is being asked even in the in the stream right now. And I think the user joined my community and they asked me this question even in the Telegram community, that whatever you get as a free bonus there, like the free reward that you get, can you use that again and again? And is it reusable or is it something which will be reclaimed back by the system? So the answer to this is, I've already answered to the to I think, who is this guy, Ju, I don't know how to say this name, Juji Hu, I think that is his name. So I hope I was able to answer to your question. So the point here is basically, if you basically make some profit using that reward or the bonus, then you kind of get the chance to keep that reward plus your profit with you. But just in case, after claiming the reward and adding your deposit, and then you trade and then you lose it during the course of time, you will be losing out on it completely. You might not get it once again. So obviously, I understand this thing. This is an exchange platform where we are sitting here to make money and nothing comes free of cost. So there are no free lunches in this world. So understand that fact. So you trade, you make some profit, you get the chance to keep it for yourself. And if you don't, make profit and you lose it while you're trading, so then you might not get that back again. So that is what we are trying to say here. I hope I was able to answer to your question. Juji Hu, I think that is your name. I've answered to your question. So people who are in the stream right now, I can see there are 4 users which are online. So user 693275, Mr. Mangat, 6888721, 966824. All you guys, if you are actually traders and you guys trade Would you like to share any of your trading journey or how you go about, trading? Um, because I know in my live stream every day I keep on sharing the way I pick up trades, how and what I look into, what are the parameters, what are the different things that I look into while I'm trading. But that's my style of doing things. That's my way of trading. Probably it might be different for all you guys. If you are beginners, I can totally understand that you're just starting out. But if you are already trading, you guys want to share your experiences with me, you're most welcome to do so, because together we can understand how everyone does. And it is a beautiful way of learning through exchange, through discussions, and things like that. So if you want to share, you can feel free to share it with me. How you go about, from where do you pick up which crypto, how do you decide what price you should buy it at, and things like that. You want to share any information, you're welcome to do so. So please feel free and ask me anything. All right, so right now on my screen, people, let me reiterate here. People who have very low capital, please, I have shared in the community some of the options. You can choose, I think the three options that I gave you last night, it's bet. I'll tell you again, I'll repeat once again the options that I gave to the people last night. So if you have like capital which is where you don't want to invest more than $1, $2 or something, then the altcoins what you can refer to is VeChain, bet, which is very much available for all of us on the futures platform. Go to our futures platform, you'll find this. I'll show you on my on the application itself. So you can see here, you get onto this future here, and in your search button just put vet. You get this here, vet USDT. This is one crypto which is below $1, which you can pick up. So if you do not have too much of capital and you just want to use, like, whatever little capital you have, then any crypto with less than $100 is what you can pick for your one of the options. So this particular crypto is used in supply chain, real world partnerships plus enterprise adoptions. It has good volatility and good market movements. So if you would like to consider something which is like in a $1 range, where your capital is not more than like not very large capital, then this is one option. Another option which you can look for in the futures trading is go to the search button and search for XLM. XLM is also another option, which is a very beautiful option. It ranges somewhere around zero point 0.2 to zero point 0.3. So it's a cross-border payment focused, token, strong with strong ecosystem, good usage from fintech sector. So you can see this one is also below $1 category. So if you do not have lot of money and you want to trade within a limited capital, Stella, also known as XLM, is one of the good options that you can look for. You can see right now when I'm talking to you guys, it has good movement for that matter. So this also can be considered. Third thing which you can obviously look for is another option within the $1 range or below $1 range is Hedera. Hedera, which also has a ticker symbol H bar. Okay, H bar. Remember these ticker symbols, guys. Ticker symbols play a very significant role. They are the short forms of the cryptos. So sometimes if you're not able to find the cryptos with their names, you can always look for ticker symbols. VeChain also stands for VET. Stella, which is also called as XLM, and then Hedera, which is H bar, which is also below the $1 category and has good movement. So H bar, or also known as the Hedera, is the enterprise use case known for its speed and security, and there is some institutional backing with this particular crypto. So this one also stands out. So if you want to look for options like this, you can see great movements out here, great volatility, great liquidity. So whenever you're choosing out on cryptos, the very important thing which matters is, like, you have to have some kind of good utility behind it and some kind of institutional backings, or maybe even for that matter some kind of good liquidity plays very, very significant role. So these all options under $1 category can be considered, and I hope this will help you just in case you don't want to go for very expensive cryptos like Ethereum and all, and you still don't want to, take positions using leverage. Also, you can still go for these kind of options where maybe still with or without leverage also, or taking the least amount of leverage, you can go for such kind of options. And this is all that I can tell you guys. So all right. So, any other question, guys, you can ask. And like I was telling you, I keep on showing you guys how I trade and what are the parameters I look into and what are the things I look into. So, if in case you want to share your experiences, also please feel free to do so that we understand how each one of us is trading and what your trading style is. So on my current current state, like the chart that you're seeing, I don't know if you're able to see this. Okay, you can see I have Ethereum here. Guys, remember, these are not financial advisors and these are nowhere any kind of investment advisors. So if in case you want to take them as investment advisors, you have to do your own research as well before you get into crypto trades, because in a day there is a lot of volatility. Like sometimes market moves like around 15, 18, 20%, also 30% also, depends on the kind of day we are into. So you can lose out on all of your money. So please use these streams as references or guidance and not like investment advices. But if you still want to follow this, the methodologies, the strategies, the information that is being shared here can be used to basically understand what you want to understand, and then maybe use that in your day-to-day trading activity. Like this can be a guidance, but as an investment advice, it totally depends on you what you want to do. So please understand this. Okay, so at the moment I'm on Ethereum's chart. I think the numbers are not visible to you guys, if I'm not wrong. Are they visible? So looks like Ethereum, now that it has gone, like it has come down, is seeing some kind of good like it is creating new supply and demand zones altogether. So let's go back to some 4 hours chart and analyze what is our supply and demand zone. That is very important. So when I start trading, whenever I'm actually trading, whether I'm trading in Ethereum or I'm trading in any other crypto, the very first thing which I see is like, what are the support and demand zones for me, support and resistance zones for me. So understanding why support and resistance is important is because they will give us the exact place where there is a lot of demand and where there is a lot of selling that is happening. So when we understand the psychology, that which are the areas or zones where people are buying again and again, again and again, again and again, or which are the places where people are selling again and again, that will give us an edge to understand that we should be trading in those zones, so that we can also be part of the overall scenario and we can make profits through that. So where there are large whale movements happening, where there are large buyings happening. So now the point here is it can be either retail buying or it can be where like whale buying or things like that. So but ultimately what really matters to us is whether whatever the support levels which is like which it is touching again and again, if it is revisiting those zones like for more than 4 or 5 times, that is where our buying zone is. And looking at the 4 hours chart of Ethereum right now, I'm going to draw some imaginary I'm going to draw some imaginary support and resistances. I don't know if I should take. Sometimes I take 1 month's data. Sometimes I take 2 months data, also 3 months data, depending on like overall understanding. It is totally up to you. So you will see here. If I just go by September data here, let me not go to the August data. Let's keep it in more simple and try to figure out from here itself. Then we'll also come back to the overall period also. Let's see. We'll come back to the 60-day zone and also 90-day zone. No worries on that. So I'm picking up my horizontal line here. There is my horizontal line. Yeah. Okay. Horizontal line. Yeah. So this zone, I'm going to draw it here. This zone is my support zone. Okay, I'm just taking the September data, guys. Okay, I'm taking this September data, and this is the zone which is basically again and again hitting, going back, hitting, going back, hitting, going back. That is what is happening there. Which zone is that? 4,258 was the zone. Now this zone has completely broken, and you see now my previous support is now become my resistance. Can you see this, guys? This is how the overall trend was all this while. So this could have been my resistance. I'm trying to narrow it down more so that we get more accurate numbers here. So my R1, my resistance was here at this point in time, like 4,500. Then it broke past and made a new high here. And then this was my support all this while. And guys, you remember I was going on telling if you want to buy, then your buying entry or your point of entry should be anywhere between 4,000 to $4,300. $4,300 is what you should be buying. That is the max that you should be buying, because resistance is standing at 4,500 previously. So you will not be having much of margin to pick it up from here. Like if in case, even if you're buying at 4,300, you just have $200. But and if in case $200 move, but in case your capital is like very less, in that scenario you might need a bigger margin to be able to get good amounts of profit. So that's why I was telling you, please basically take trades much more lower, like take trades in much more dips, like where it is going much deeper down. Then you have basically. Okay, sorry guys, I'm so sorry. Some of your comments are coming a bit late for me. So sometimes I'm not able to view them. Maybe it's coming late. I apologize to it. Hi Aniket, I see you joining in. Hi. Hi ma'am. Okay. Where is market supply and demand zone right now? Okay, I want to deposit and take trade. Please guide. Okay, sure. I got your question. 693275 got your question. Hi. Okay. Demand and supply zone. Yes, we'll do it. Please share. Okay. Demand and supply zone right now. Okay. Can you tell some good points to make money in short term? Okay. 6344387. I gave you all the details just now. Depending on your I think I don't know when was this comment received, but just before I actually saw this comment also, I told you guys, if your capital is not more than $1, I gave you 3 cryptocurrencies. Bet is one, Hedera is one, and then XLM, the Stellar is one. So you can use this for for if your capital is not more than $1, then you can use these cryptos to basically make profits. XLM, which also stands for Stella, like which is also known as Stella. And then we have VET, which is the V chain. And then we have, sorry, the third one is basically Hedera H bar. Okay, so that is, I think I'm able to, I think that is good enough for you. Other than that, if in case you have good amounts, you have good capital and all, you can always go for the top 5 cryptocurrency. Guys, my first preference will always be the top 5 cryptocurrencies on the coin market cap. If in case you do not have that kind of capital, then you might go for, you know, options like what I'm telling you. But even in the low capital category, you can still consider XRP as one of the option, and SUI also is one of the options which has good fundamentals behind it. At the same time, they are very strong and they have good backing out there. So if you want to go for such kind of things also, you can go for it. So there is no like there's no harm in it. Like I understand, like some of you might be having very low capital, or some of you might be having very, like, you know, depending on risk also, the options might change, or it might change according to the capital. So you see what fits best according to your requirement and then choose it. So I gave you $1 options also. I gave you options which are stable, a little more capital than $1, but you will be able to basically, you know, get more strong and fundamental crypto. So that also you can choose as an option. Can you tell me 5 minutes chart demand zone? Okay, and demand and supply zone. Okay. Okay. So guys, let's understand this very clearly. Whenever and I'm not basically focusing on Ethereum, I'm not focusing particularly on any crypto. The point here is, like, we have to understand some of the basics, right? So that whenever you're taking trade in any crypto, your, you know, your way of analyzing or things should be same. Now some of you, while you know, starting out, while will be like struggling way too much in terms of, you know, drawing manually anything. For me, basically what I you know, do is, it's a easiest way, where I use one indicator which I will share with you, where you can identify the demand and supply zones yourself, because that indicator will automatically show you where the price is hitting again and again and not hitting that indicator. That will be good enough for you. Other than that, if you want, you can also use this, which is the manual drawing of how, you know, we are doing. Now support and resistances, understand this. First of all, they are not price, they are zones. They are zones, which means there is one you know, zone where it kind of come, like, with the people or the buyers, they visit that place again and again, and that's why there is a lot of buying in those zones. So that is where we are identifying that. So to answer to a question, 693275. So this is how I do it. This is my 4 hours chart. Okay. This is my 4 hours chart. And I'm just taking my 1 month data from September 1st until, you know, 26th today, whatever the date is. And I'm just identifying, like, which is the zone, the upper band, my resistance level, what is the price which is hitting again and again. And I can clearly see the 4,500 level is getting tested again and again. I might try to enhance this look more so that I can get more clarity. But the whole understanding is which price level is getting revisited again and again. This is what you're supposed to find out. When you say identifying demand and supply zone, either there is a way where you see a lot of green candles you know, forming, like in this scenario, like you can see that there is continuously, there are green candles forming continuously. Can you see this? So it means this is the most demanded place where a lot of buying happens, and then, you know, see, the price broke past this area, and then it created a new resistance altogether. So this is one way to identify where there are continuously green candles forming. That can be one thing. Or if there are continuously red candles forming, then that can be a good clear resistance zone. But in case other than other than that, you also have to see if the price, when you create this resistance and support, like the imaginary lines here, how many times is it touching these zones here. So you see this zone, from here a lot of selling keeps happening. So this is that 4498 level, you can see here, 1 2 3 4, I don't know how many times, 5 6, there are n number of times it has touched here at this level. Like after like touching it 6 to 8 times here, it's kind of like at this level overpassed it. So this is where your support and resistance level is lying. So you can see 6 to 8 times it has touched, and here it is basically moving up. Okay, so it has moved past this zone already. So demand zone is this zone basically. Here you can see where a lot of green candles keep forming is where your demand zone is. And if you see continuously there are a lot of red candles forming, then it is your supply zone. Let me pull a, do I have a rectangle here? My rectangle, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? So there is basically in this scenario, you can see this particular area. Wait, I will have to move it a little down. Move this a little down. I'll change the colors also. This is my demand zone. There are two ways to identify. One, basically seeing where the support and resistance level are, and you have to identify which price is revisiting again and again. That is also, that will also speak your demand. That is also your demand zone. Okay, so this is one. I'll change the color here, green, because usually buys are in green, right? So I'll put it in here. This is your demand zone. Okay, so this is a till 4772 is your demand zone, and then you have your, that's very wrong. It's like negative. There a lot of candle, big candle, that is your supply zone. Okay, demand zone is not yet built right now because there is no green candle. For future reference, see, a very big good buying is coming. So before that candle, there will be one small candle. That is demand zone. Okay, it's not like this big. No, right now there is no demand zone in the market. It's just selling happening. This is your supply zone. Consolidation, downfall, supply zone. No demand zone in the market right now. So basically, guys, understand this concept very clearly. Where previously, uh, the price, if it is getting the buy where it is happening, okay, the price doesn't rally just like that. And some of you might hold a totally different opinion altogether, and everybody has their own way of trading, and I totally agree with it. So basically, what I mean to say here is that it is at this point in time where the price was able to drive, and then the price went or shooted to a very good level. That is where the demand has been, and this is where the price was able to move and the markets were able to move. So while some of you have hold a different opinion altogether, so that is totally okay. And this is what my understanding is about, and that is how easy you can make it. If at a price level, understand this, even if you're not able to draw, you're able to draw. If a price level touches, revisits again and again and again, it's a simple logic. Even don't just go by the formula or things like drawing it on the chart, and that is where you find your zones. The basic logic behind it is a price which is getting revisited again and again. That is where, if buying is happening and then again selling is happening, is your demand and supply zone. If it is not revisiting that zone, which means if that price would have tested, sometimes you see fair value gaps happening, right? Because price visits some zones and then they were not able to fill orders during that point in time, and you kind of see fair value gaps on the chart. Okay, so during that time you will be seeing that, just a sec, let me open the. So during that time, it's very much understandable that the the buy orders or the orders that has to be placed in those zones will not happen. So my point here, it's not about uh, you know not about even candles, not even about where you see too many candles also. So this is this support and resistance basically is the zone, okay, where basically you will be having a lot of buy and sell, and that is where it is getting visited again and again. So that is what we are trying to understand here. So this place definitely, after touching again and again over here, has actually rallied till this phase, and here is where basically price was able to take a big turn. Like it was till this zone, you can see. So the whole point here, guys, what I'm trying to tell is, like, now when you are trading at this point in time, now we've seen that this zone was again and again like visiting, like revisiting, and then it broke past this zone. Now we have come into a, like, when it broke past this support level and it's going down. So basically, uh, at this point in time, where are we standing at this moment? Like, what are we, like, if this particular zone, from where it has come to where it is right now, do we actually have an opportunity where we can take advantage of? And is there a right time to buy or not? That is what we are trying to figure out. So we saw that the price moved into some direction for some time. The resistance and the support, it broke past, and then now it's in this zone. So uh, now coming to this, we have here the 4 hours chart. We have here basically price is near the, I think it's, wait, let me remove this. So it's here near 32.30. Okay, so it's basically in the oversold zones. Okay, all I'm trying to do here is to understand where it is on the longer time frames. So it's in the oversold zone, of course. So yes, the first point to clarify is like we have an opportunity here. Now moving back to the time frames of 5 minutes or things like that. Okay, no, I'll not change the 5 minutes time frame. I will change the indicator here to be able to see few things here, to identify, which is to understand where my, so here you can see 64.8. So right now on my 4 hours chart, it is in a clear cut direction that it is moving down. So it's a downtrend that is forming, and this is strong enough here, 64.68. And my selling is very, very strong here. So at this moment, I'm confirmed on the part that it is in, the selling pressure is building up. So that is what it is. And yeah, so I will be closing down this particular indicator. The things that I wanted to identify, I have done it. Now, what I am going to do is on my, now on my smaller time frame, I'm kind of finding out the opportunity whether or not I have something to buy or not. Okay. So here I can see, of course, on the longer time frames, I can see clearly that the price is already reached its over exhaustion level. So yes, from that point of view, I do have an opportunity, but because on the shorter time frames, it is still like near the neutral zones and already surpassed this level. So uh, at this point in time, yes, we do have an opportunity if the buying pressure is continuing to build, but here it's a combination of everything. So I'm going to cross verify this basically with another indicator. So on shorter time frame also, I'll see if the selling pressure and the buying pressure is going hand in hand or not. Because what happens is, if the buying pressure at this level is not so strong, then I might not be able to take a position. So at this point in time, if I should take a position, yes, I should, because my buying is strong here. Okay, my buying is strong here. uh, One first time when I confirmed was with the RSI indicator, where it is showing me oversold zone. So oversold zone, I know that it is in the exhaustion level, so I'm sure of that. Now coming to the smaller time frames, where I'm actually seeing my the selling and buying and the overall trend strength, then I can see that my buying pressure is strong here. So in that scenario, taking a trade at this point in time will be a good decision. So we can take a long buy position here. So if you would like, you can take a long buy position here. Okay. but you will have to wait until the green candle forms. So like I always tell you, you have to always wait. This looks like a small fake out, the candle forming here. Can you tell me what means? Can you tell me if I'm starting? Can I, how much? How may I know much about this wallet? How may I know much about this wallet? I didn't get you your question. How you guys are doing? Great. Well done. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for appreciating crypto ME. Wait until the green candle forms, please, guys. Don't take a trade until a green candle forms. Okay. Although I don't encourage my viewers, especially when how about the airdrops and gems? Crypto ME, if in case we come across any airdrops and gems, we will basically highlight that. As of now, we do not have anything as such. So airdrops and gems. So yes, I think that will be also part of our overall, business. Maybe in future you might see some airdrops and gems and IDOs, IOs, things like that. But that's in the pipeline. That will be in the future. As of now, there are no news at the moment. So yes, guys. Even though I see that the buying pressure is at the moment getting a bit weak, so you have to wait until the green candle is forming. Okay, don't take a trade until the green candle forms. Buying was very strong until now, but the sellers are taking over at this moment, so please hold on. That's why I always tell you, like whenever I'm sending signals also in the community, you have to make sure you're not getting carried away by the fake outs there. So I thought you mentioned that on the Telegram page. What did I mention? Can I see just a sec, guys? Let me see what is it. What are you listening to? I am not sure what you're referring to. So if I have some news, definitely I'll keep you posted, Crypto Emmy, about the Telegram, about the. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, that's because that's generic, my dear. It's like sometimes you know, whatever comes in the market, probably, you know, we might not have that option available on the platform. But yes, you know, sometimes if there are some new IEOs coming up, then we do basically have something happening, right? So that I keep sharing sometimes, which can be maybe of use to all you guys. It's generic information, like on the app for us, like on the Zbet app, to be able to find that, you might, that option might not be available at the moment. I got your point, what you're saying. Sorry about it if I got you confused. So please apologize to it. But because sometimes I'm also talking very generic topics, sometimes like, you know, trying to talk about different things. So in that scenario, it does. Mm, I hope I'm able to understand. I hope I'm able to clarify. Because if you go back to the Zbit or you go back to the Cheesy Bit YouTube channel, you see that I've been streaming for about 8 months now. And then in that scenario, basically, like I have talked very generic topics too, like in terms of other things also. So if I find something very useful and, you know, can help you guys as well, then I do share that. So yeah. So user, I think, who was that? Who was it? I will get back to you, Crypto Emmy, on that, because, you know, uh, there are so many trending things, trending options that we keep coming across. So in that scenario, sometimes I'm aware, sometimes I'm not aware. So what do you think about JUPUSD the next 1 to 4 hours? Do you mean to say? See, I will not be able to tell you then and there itself. I'll have to have a look at it for some time. If it's a cryptocurrency, if it's a pair, I will have to do the analysis and maybe check for it, and then I'll be able to tell you that. Um, just like that, I won't be able to do it and tell you now itself, because that will be very wrong on my part to share half the information, or maybe share. I don't know. This is, the charts are not even appearing here. Where are you trading on this? I don't know. I'm not able to find this at all. So is this the one that you're referring to? Okay. Based on chance, I might be able to tell you the thing, but problem is I will have to go through this cryptocurrency completely to understand the background of it, what this cryptocurrency is all about, and things like that. So, giving you a vague idea about it, I cannot really give you now itself. So, probably you want me to take you through this now, or you want me to talk to you offline about it? I can do that, no worries. So let me know how it works for you. If you want me to look at the charts and maybe tell you buy or sell signals, then I can tell you. But I honestly speaking, telling you buy or sell signals without having to understand about its whole psychology and where the price levels were and the where the prices are and all that, it's very wrong. So I will have to do a bit of more research and analysis, then only I'll be able to tell you all that. Let me see, since we have little time here. No problem, we'll try to figure it. So as I can see, its low has been 0.422, 4242, high has been 45. That's its 24 hours low and high. 1 month has been 0.57 and 1 year has been 1.43. Okay. So for it to reach a potential of 1.43, yes, at the moment it is trading at 0.43. So yes, there is opportunity. So 1 month is 0.57. Let me see. Yes, we do have good opportunity. What about for our lows also? Give me a second. I'm just searching things for you. Crypto Emmy, don't worry. Crypto Emmy, last night I asked you to send me the screenshot of the trade that you took and you haven't sent me that. Can you do that for me, please? In fact, I sent you a message in a separate window also. Like if you're trading on Zbit platform, please share that with me in separate window. Even if you don't want to share it in the group, that's okay. So please share it if you have taken any trade. So I'm doing your research only, Crypto Emmy. Just a sec, my live chat room. Okay. So I'm doing your research only. So you asked me about Jupiter, so I can find out that it's a Solana-based decentralized exchange aggregator, kind of built on Solana ecosystem. So Solana is a good, um, of course, Solana is having a good ecosystem. Solana being in the um, top five cryptos is definitely something we can always fall back on. So Jupiter definitely has significant daily trading volume, indicating active market participation, strong utility, because it's a strong competent or component of Solana's DeFi infrastructure. And because it does have integration with Solana ecosystem, so the benefits of whatever the scalability and the transaction fees, cost, and everything, as it is associated with Solana, it applies the same to Jupiter as well. So considerations, maybe yes, market volatility. Jupiter's price has experienced fluctuations with a decline of approximately 18.8% over past week. So it is basically trading at 0.43, 24 hours trading volume is around 67.17 million, which is good. Market capitalization is around 1.35 billion, 33 billion. Circulating supply is also good, 3.11 billion US dollars. So it's a compelling opportunity for traders who are interested in Solana DeFi system. But guys, again, like I always say, on the ecosystem itself, a lot of cryptos also get built up, but um, some get prone to hacks as well. So you have to be careful from that point of view. Although it does say that it is offering strong utility and it does integrate with the network and everything, just make sure or double check, because what happens is, if you're trading in the main ecosystem itself, it can be it can be a safe trade or it can be a protected trade. But when you are actually trading in say you're trading in NFTs or tokens which get built on the ecosystem, sometimes they hold a lot of threat and they hold a lot of security issues. Like in case of Sui, you guys remember, like in the month of May, although Sui is also like it's also known as killer of Solana. Like the Sui token itself is built on the Sui network, so that particular crypto was very much safe. But when the NFTs or the other tokens which got hacked on the Sui network, they were the ones who got affected. So in this scenario, it does say that this one is like integrated with Solana ecosystem, but Solana being the actual or the head of this, like how do I explain it? It being the head of this, you better stick to the main main ecosystem than something which is built on it. Because for me, I feel this way, but it's totally your call. Though it looks fundamentally and overall, the way whatever the information I'm able to retrieve for it looks good for me. I think it's a good option. Yes, you can maybe, if your capital is below $1 or things like that, this also can be a good option. Jupiter, but are we having Jupiter on? I didn't check it. Yes, Jupiter is there on our platform, so you can maybe check this option too. I think apart from the ones which I told you, Hedera, HBAR, Stellar, and also I think VET, whatever I told you, all these three. Apart from this, yes, Jupiter also you can check, maybe not a bad option. But I can still do more research on it, and can tell you. Are you actually trading into this crypto, Emmy? Are you trading right now in Jupiter as well? Share it, guys. Share it with me if you want. Crypto ME. Do you trade in it? Or what exactly is the status? What is it? Are you able to hear me? Are you able to talk to me? I don't see your comments, so I'm not sure what's happening here. Guys, to all the people who who keeps getting confused, understand this small logic. Demand and supply is basically, it's a fundamental, like if you understand this concept, it's the price which is revisited again and again. So even on the charts, if for example you're not able to draw right support resistance zones, or you're not able to draw right kind of what do you call if I right kind of demand or supply zones, understand this logic or concept first. Then you will understand that I mean, you don't need any imaginary or real lines or drawings on the chart itself. Here, once you get onto the zone, like I was telling you, the price which gets revisited again and again is your demand, the most demanded price, the most demanded zone. So that is what it is. So it's not difficult. You can locate it yourself wherever you're seeing that price went to to some extent, then from there again it came down, then again it is revisiting that place and is going up and down, coming to that zone again and again. That is what matters. You identifying candles, not identifying candles, things like that really don't matter here. See, in this scenario, for example, like we are seeing this from just we are seeing the 26th September's data only. I'm just pushing this, like let me just, for BTC, let's see why is it not moving. Oh god, why is it not moving up? Okay, so it's moving. So you see, within this zone itself, okay, you see this zone, no, not this, I wouldn't say this zone. What I tend to do is I put my line on the price which has touched this line quite sometimes. See this price, which is 1,108,900. How many times has it touched? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. At least 12 times. At least 12 times, both on the, and then I did not count. I should have actually counted green candles separately and red candles separately. But overall, it has touched 10 times. But if I just talk about green candles, it's like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, at least 5 times it has touched this line, which means the price 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 times it came down to this level, okay? And then from there again it bounced back at least 5 times. So it's a clear indication that this zone is something which people like buying a lot. Like they like to buy, and then they again the liquidations happen after the profit taking, and then from that zone again, if you see from the selling point of view, you can see how many times the upper wicks or the upper candles have touched. 1, 2, this zone, 1, 2, 3. I'll try to narrow this down more, a little more down. I might be going overboard the wicks, it's okay, but the reason I'm putting this on the most visited price is because I want to see which price it is reaching and from where it is going down again and again. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 109850 is something which is getting touched again and again. So if I try to lower it down more, then I have another number which is 109822. This price or this zone also is also getting visited again and again. So this is also something which we can look for. So these are very small, minor, like very little things, but very important for us. Sometimes, yes, when you see big candles, forming, that might not be the accurate picture for drawing demand and supply zones. Reason being because there might be some fair value gaps in between that. I totally agree. That cannot be accurate, option. Like for example, you see here there are so many red candles that has formed. But does that mean it is a supply zone? It is not necessary it is a supply zone. I'll show you this by drawing fair value gap indicator here. This will give you more clarity. The fair value gap. See here. When I use my fair value gap, it will clearly give me the information that these places price did not price moved very quickly here, but was not able to fulfill the pace or the orders here. So price will again revisit these places all over again. So this also is very important. So maybe in this scenarios also the like orders did not get filled, or these places also it just got totally missed out at this point in time. So this is also something that we need to consider. So just by looking at too many green candles forming, or just by looking at too many red candles forming, you can't always say that yes, they are your supply or they are your demand zones, because in between there might be some gaps, and those gaps acts like fair value gaps, and which are definitely places which will which basically will be revisited, so that we have to see that. Okay, moving back, I'll be closing the BTC chart. I'll be moving to Ethereum only. Somehow my this thing is not working. Oh guys, we missed out on our long buy position, although I gave you a long buy position here. I hope you guys were able to buy and close your trade successfully. So wherever I pointed out to take a trade, I hope you guys were able to take a trade over there. So guys, the point here is like, I give a generic opinion sometimes. So you may or may not consider, that's totally up to you. It's your wish altogether. Because sometimes what happens is what may seem to be right for me, or what may seem to be a good option for me, may or may not for you. So at the same time, you also do your own research to be able to make sure that you are going on the right direction. So please understand this fact and work on it in that manner only. So here you see on the chart, here there is one fair value gap that is created. Okay. Since in this zone, I cannot see any fair value gap. Yes, this can be my demand zone for sure. You see, price from this level, like so many times it touched this place, like 4258. So many times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like so many times. If there was fair value gap, yes, I would say there is no fair value gap. Like there is definitely a problem. But if there is fair value gap, that definitely has to be seen, like can it be considered demand or supply zone or not. So this zone usually people are buying, this zone is where people are mostly selling. So where the price revisits again and again is your demand and supply zone. In easy terms, if I say, that's the easiest, in the easiest language. So if you want to confirm this with some other, you know, thing to be sure is like to draw a fair value gap and check it if the fair value gap is basically there in that zone or not. If there is any fair value gap, that might not be giving you an accurate and true picture, but yes. So guys, I'll be taking a small 5 minutes break here and we'll continue talking and we'll be analyzing the charts. So in the 5 minutes or the 10 minutes trade that you guys are trying to take, you were able to take some good trade. Guys, sometimes I understand, like, scalpers, you might, not be able to find the opportunities sometimes like within next 5-10 minutes. Um, but if you're buying it at a good price, at a buying at a, like a minimal price that you've already purchased, you can, especially in case of stable cryptocurrencies, you can, wait for recovery. Like in the sense, if in the next one or two candles, you didn't get the profit, definitely in couple of hours you will see some profit. So don't panic in those situations and try to close the trade on loss. Okay, it's fine if your strategy is to, like, take trades within a couple of minutes, and then you put a stop loss and you want to do this, you can as well do it. But my personal suggestion to people out there, if especially you're trading in stable cryptocurrencies, then hold on to it until it actually bounces back. Like there will be um, minor pullback, but then it can bounce back again, so that's fine. Okay, so let's continue after like 5-10 minutes, and we'll talk about the possibilities. And yes, in case even in shorter time, like sometimes in during scalping or things like that, you don't get immediate position, then there is no harm in waiting, especially in stable coins, and taking a trade at a later time. So that's perfectly all right. I'll be joining in next 5-10 minutes. Hold on until I get back to you guys. Guys, sorry, my system has got locked out, so I'm kind of. Yeah. So guys, so sorry that basically what's happening here is the system got locked out. So if anybody has shared any kind of like, let me just see. Okay. Do I have any comments on the registry? Okay, I don't know. So guys, at the moment, one very important point and one very, very important thing that you guys need to note is like sometimes which I personally have encountered myself and you guys you know can make use of this is uh, whenever you see the price going you know below 30, a lot of us basically do this mistake like the moment it hits RSI below 30, then basically from there you some of us assume that the price is now going to go up from there. Okay, I understand sometimes it does happen the moment it goes below 30, then it might start moving back from 30 zone itself, but there will be times when basically it might go even below 10, 5, 15, and all of that also, like because it has the capacity to go till zero, it can go further down. So and then also one very important thing is like some people they tend to miss out on the overall trend you know thing also, like you will not be while on a day time frame, like for whatever scalping time you're taking out, or the day trading time frame that you're taking out, on that zone you see that okay, it's going to reverse, and then you take a trade. But sometimes it totally goes for a downtrend, or it goes completely, or it goes much lower than what position you have taken. So in that scenario, uh, one easiest way to kind of uh, not one easiest way, there are few things that you need to imbibe, or you need to follow, so that you can take some successful trades. You always have to take trade below the support level. Now, what support level I'm talking about? I'm not talking about the the manual support and resistance levels that we are creating. I'm talking about this particular support and resistance. Let me draw this for you. Sorry, let me pull this for you. This linear regression channel. This indicator is a very beautiful indicator, in which you don't have to like manually draw any um, support and resistance. All you can do is get into this indicator, go change the inputs. If you want to change this to even 200 MA, sorry, 200 candles, you can do this. This length is basically, if you want to take one candle, two candle, three candle, 100 candle, 200 candle, this is what you can do. So previously it was 100 candles, now I'm taking 200 to see overall. This 200 candle can be useful for me to identify my overall trend for my 4 hours chart. Okay. Aniket, I appreciate your love and support. Thank you so much, please. But, I don't know if those kind of comments are good enough on the live chat. Thank you for all your love support. I appreciate. So here you see, now I've drawn a 4-hour chart. I've taken my 200 candles. Okay, 200 candles in it. जब हम लोग लॉन्ग टर्म में when we are actually analyzing the overall trend when for 4 hours chart or for weekly or daily chart, also that time we take moving averages for um, like 200 period, right? So all I'm trying to do is I'm trying to see this overall trend for my 200 candles here. Okay, and you can see here, okay, my 200 candles is clearly giving me what? It is clearly giving me a slight downtrend here. Okay, it was moving in between, then it went up. So understand this thing. Usually this middle line, which basically is a linear regression line, is something which will tell you where the price is, and these deviations, this is the basically slope. The midpoint is basically where the price is heading, is where it kind of shows, and these two upper bands and lower bands acts like your deviations, which means in relation to the price, where where up to what level it is able to bounce up or it is able to bounce down. So that deviation will show that picture. So if in case you guys don't wish to basically manually draw your support demand zones, also this is one of the ways through which you can draw your support and demand zones. And this is, see, on a longer time perspective, on a 4 hours chart, I can see my overall trend. So it kind of was like it was in a downtrend. So this lower band, whenever you see the prices in the lower band, it is the bearish territory, like how we have it in RSI. It's more similar. It's similar to that. So it's in the downtrend zone. When it is in this zone, like the upper band zone, it's kind of in the bullish territory. So price was in downtrend. It went up. Now again, it's in the downtrend. So this indicator suffices all the options that like all the problems that you have. You don't even need to sometimes draw a manual support and resistance or a demand and supply to kind of get that somewhere. Sometimes you might be right, wrong, and you don't want to do all of that, so this can help you out in it. Now coming to, I'll remove this, not remove, I'll move this to 5 minutes chart and show you. Okay, this is my 5 minute chart, and these are my 200 candles on it. So you see on my 5 minute chart also, this fits well. And you can see this is my main, the midline, like how we have it on RSI, it acts like a neutral zone, right? So this more or less acts like that. And now the price from the neutral zone is kind of moving towards a upper zone, which is basically in the bullish zone. So point here is whenever the price touches this resistance zone or the upper band, or the price touches the lower zone, or the support band, then try to avoid taking trades when it hits support, because sometimes even after touching support, it has the tendency, or it can go more down. So first and foremost thing is go on the bigger time frame charts and basically try to try to draw the moving averages to be able to find out the overall trend first. Then second thing, what you do is you have to see if the price has the capacity to go further down or not. And if it has the capacity to go further down on RSI or different time frames, then better to avoid taking trades when it reaches the support zone. Try to take it more lower than that, so that you don't become part of uh, you know you don't become part of the liquidity sweep sometimes, because what happens is usually whales, because everybody knows, like, we have to buy it at the support zone, which is the most demanded zone. We buy, everybody says, oh, buy it at support zone, buy it at support zone. So it's not, if you want to play more smart, then maybe you can take a trade just below the support zone, so that you don't get carried away with what others are doing, and then buy more cheaper. So कभी कभी होता है ऐसे कि जो है ना, लाइक while you are actually trying to buy the lowest or the cheapest, कभी कभी वो ट्रेंड ही मिस हो जाता है, या कभी कभी पूरा लाइक ऑप्शन ही मिस हो जाता है, तो आई कैन अंडरस्टैंड। उतना ज्यादा भी वेट ना करें कि मतलब अपॉर्चुनिटी खो जाए और फिर वो सडनली ऊपर की तरफ बढ़ने लग जाए, तो फिर आपको अपॉर्चुनिटी ही नहीं मिलेगी। तो सी, बाय इट एट द डिप, try to but don't buy immediately at the support level, is what I can say. तो ये एक हिडन चीज है। मैंने मतलब इसको टेस्ट करके भी देखा है, समटाइम्स इट डज वर्क, बट you have to be careful, and you have to keep testing it for some time, and after you test and you're sure of what and where it is heading, then you can definitely make a trade. So yeah. So I have user 88721. Do I have anybody here? Okay, no, I don't have. So anybody who would like to ask any questions, guys, you're welcome to ask me any questions. कुछ भी आपको कहीं पर भी दिक्कत आती है, प्रॉब्लम आती है, you can ask me anything. User 379481, I can see you entered the live room. आपका नाम बताइए, आप अगर मुझसे कुछ पूछना चाहते हो तो पूछ सकते हो। How is your trading journey going on? I'm waiting कि अगर कोई मुझसे कुछ पूछना चाहता हो, anybody joining? Okay. So guys, I hope this indicator will help you and solve all of your issues, whatever you have. And going forward, you all will be taking smart trades. I don't want you to get carried away with the liquidity sweeps and liquidity runs, because you know the smart money traders, the big whales or the big traders, they usually take advantage of these, you know, key levels, क्योंकि सारे के सारे लोग उसी लेवल पे खरीद रहे हैं, तो वो बेसिकली प्राइस को पुश करने की कोशिश करते हैं ताकि योर स्टॉप लॉसेस गेट हिट। ये मैं अपने काफी कुछ स्ट्रीम्स में आई बीन टॉकिंग एंड आई बीन टेलिंग, यू नो, आई कीप रिआइटरेटिंग। सो मेक श्योर कि आप ट्रेड करें, स्मार्टली ट्रेड करें, एंड डोंट फॉल विक्टिम टू ऑल द, you know, good bad things out there. Okay, तो let's put my other indicator here, जो कि मेरा RSI है, which is one of my favorite indicator. कोई भी मुझसे कुछ पूछना चाहता हो, you can ask. So right now what you can see on the charts is like I'm having a 5 minutes chart here, where basically it is a relative strength index which I am using, and also I have linear regression channel that I'm using, which I use it as a permutation combination, and I use for different purposes. So guys, you can also use it for different purposes and on different time frames. A number, basically understand this much, RSI is a tool, or it's an indicator which gives you numbers, or you know, which tells you that if the stock or the coin is in overbought, which is like too expensive state, or if it is in oversold zone, like too cheap. The point here is when we have to always buy when it is too cheap. अगर overbought को और oversold को, if it kind of break it down in the most easiest language, then it is nothing but too expensive or too cheap. यानी कुछ ज्यादा ही खरीद चुकी के हाईएस्ट प्राइस पे पहुंच गई है, या फिर कुछ ज्यादा ही बेची गई जहां पे बहुत चीप प्राइस पे पहुंच गई है. So these are the two conditions which RSI is pointing out towards. So if you see that RSI has reached above 70 level, it's like in the overbought condition, यानी कुछ ज्यादा ही खरीद 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 चुकी है, मतलब खरीदारी हो चुकी है. Now from here the price is likely to move down. That is what it means. And then if it is below 30, then it also means that it is oversold ताकि प्राइस विल बेसिकली यहाँ से वापस से बढ़ सकता है करके। तो अगर आपको इसको इजी टर्म्स में थोड़ा सा और समझना, तो आप इसको एक लाइक बोल सकते हो कि इट इज लाइक अ मूड मीटर ऑफ द मार्केट। अगर ओवरबॉट कंडीशंस यानी टू हैप्पी, तो it will crash, and then too sad, oversold मतलब it might bounce back. So that is what it means in the most easiest manner. अगर अभी भी आपको लीनियर सॉरी आपको आरएसआई की अभी तक मीनिंग नहीं समझ में आई है, आरएसआई क्यों यूज किया जाता है, देन don't worry, I will again be covering this in the going forward sessions. This will be on an ongoing basis, it will continue to happen, तो डोंट वरी ऑन दैट। अभी लीनियर रिग्रेशन लाइन आप देख रहे हो ऑन द चैनल, ऑन द चार्ट राइट नाउ। सो इट्स लाइक अ ट्रेंड लाइन। जैसे आप यू कीप ड्रॉइंग ट्रेंड लाइन्स, राइट? यू कीप ड्रॉइंग मैनुअल लाइन्स, सपोर्ट एंड रेजिस्टेंस लाइन्स, ट्रेंड लाइन्स एंड थिंग्स लाइक दैट। तो उसकी आपको जरूरत नहीं है, उसके रिप्लेसमेंट में आप ये वाला इंडिकेटर अगर इस्तेमाल कर लोगे तो दिस ट्रेंड लाइन विल हेल्प, and it is a trend line with a channel, and it shows where the price is normally moving. तो जो इसके components आप जो middle line देख रहे हो वो average trend price बता रहा है, like you know the straight best fit line भी बोला जाता है इसको। तो middle line जो आप देख रहे हो basically is your average trend line, and then upper and lower lines, basically if you see that price is usually it stays between these, and it acts like support and resistance, and so जो बीच का जो लाइन है वो बेसिकली एवरेज प्राइस की तरह बिहेव करता है। ओके, सो if in easiest way if I talk about, like if the price is sliding down, then the middle line, or you know the overall regression channel will also slide down. And if the middle line is, if the middle line is the slope and the sides are the side rails, price will usually try to stay inside only. Okay, जो अपर और लोअर जो बैंड्स जो ये क्रिएट कर रहा है, ये अगर आप जैसे आप अपने मैनुअल सपोर्ट एंड रेजिस्टेंस जैसे क्रिएट करते हो, वो अपर एंड लोअर बैंड्स बेसिकली एक्ट्स लाइक सपोर्ट एंड रेजिस्टेंस, एंड ये हमेशा इसकी जो ओरिजिनल सेटिंग होती है वो बेसिकली हमेशा Hi, Money Vlog by Ash. Hi. I don't know what emoji are you sending. Why are you sending that emoji? Are you crying? क्योंकि markets crash हो गई हैं? Are you crying because of that? Don't cry, my dear. Don't cry. It's okay. Crying is not the option. It's time to buy, guys. So you know you have to buy. You can't cry now. Money Vlog by Ash. कुछ कहना चाहते हो बाबा आप मुझसे? You guys, I mean, I don't know, looking at the name, sometimes I kind of start speaking in Hindi, assuming that you guys might be knowing Hindi, but I know some of you might not know Hindi. So, yeah. So, thank you for joining the stream. What's happening? Why are you sending this Rotulu type ka emoji? Is something bothering you, or are you in losses, or did you lose a lot of money? क्या चल रहा है? क्या you know status है? एनीवेज, तो हाँ, मैं जैसे कि आपको बता रही थी कि दिस इज वेरी वेरी ब्यूटिफुल इंडिकेटर, एंड ट्रस्ट मी, मतलब आई कीप डूइंग सो मच रिसर्च, एंड यू नो एवरी नाउ एंड देन आई ट्राई टू you know pick up few easiest kind of things to make my life easy, and that is what I'm trying to do here with you guys also, so that whatever is working for me should work for you guys as well. So when I was actually trying to, like I was facing a lot of issues when इनिशियली जब मुझे थोड़ा सपोर्ट रेजिस्टेंस उतारने के लिए या एक्यूरेट सपोर्ट रेजिस्टेंस उतारने के लिए एंड थिंग्स लाइक दैट, सो देन I found this beautiful indicator in between my research, and then I realized that this is such an easy way to identify के बीच की जो लाइन है ना, जैसे आरएसआई पे भी आप न्यूट्रल जोन देखते हो, इट्स लाइक बीच की लाइन जो है ना वो एवरेज प्राइस को रेफर करती है। वो जो बीच का जो प्राइस है, यहाँ के जो बीच के लेवल में जो भी प्राइस हिट करते जा रहा है बार बार, द प्राइस इज हिटिंग दैट लेवल, that is your average price, and over and above that and below that are your overbought and oversold zones. The same way RSI पे कैसा नजर आ रहा है, पर मीनिंग अलग है, बट ऑलमोस्ट मोर और लेस दिखने में ऑलमोस्ट सिमिलर है। तो इन दैट सिनेरियो इट बिकम्स वेरी इजी to identify this and then trade. तो whenever you see कि ये रेजिस्टेंस के ऊपर चला गया, तो आप अपना सेल की पोजीशन लगा लो। जब भी ये इसके नीचे आ गया, यहाँ पे बाई की पोजीशन लगा लो। इट बिकम्स दैट इजी। तो अभी मैनुअल आपको ड्रॉ करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है। दिस विल हेल्प यू आउट इन टर्म्स ऑफ एवरीथिंग that you have to that you have the requirements that you have. So only thing that I will ask you guys is to use all of this and test them for some time. एक दो चार ट्रेड्स के लिए, एक डमी ट्रेड्स के लिए do test them out, and then maybe later on you can implement this. Because if in case you're like you do not know how to actually use it, again you might be in a lot of problem or issue or things like that. So I don't want you guys to fall into that zone. एक दो बार टेस्ट करके देखो, डेमो ट्रेड्स लेके देखो। probably if you are getting confident on it, then you might see that yes, it is working. But overall if I say, it's like मतलब इसको in easiest language, if I just summarize it, it's like the upper band acts like resistance and the lower band acts like support. And you all know that we buy below support or near support zones, and then we sell near the resistance zones. So that's all it is. So yeah. Money we log by Ash and user 888721. Anybody wants to ask any question, ask. कैसे चल रहा है ट्रेडिंग जर्नी? आई नो सारे के सारे क्रिप्टोज डाउन है, नॉट मच हैपनिंग, but during such bad phases, bad times also, are you guys able to take any successful trades? कुछ पैसा बनाया या लॉसेस में चल रहे हो, क्या चल रहा है? कुछ भी शेयर करना चाहते हो, वेलकम टू डू सो। because abhi we've got just like 10 minutes left out, and I want you guys to wrap up as soon as possible. Like अगर कुछ भी हो तो अभी क्या भी पूछ लो। Okay, so so 3953 is still a very good number, like where basically you can have the previous demand zone was at 4200 300. That was our previous support level, which has now become a resistance for us. So Ethereum में when we were like analyzing it all this while, we saw that पहले जो था वो resistance was at 4500, like 4500 के above भी उसने resistance बनाया। एक बार 4700 का एक create हुआ था, एक 4900 का भी create हुआ था, but both of them like वो touch कर वापस से it has come down, and after 4500 then it moved to 4200. अभी right now because we moved past $4,000, तो right now हमारे लिए 4200 and 300 has become our canopy. जो हमारा previous support था अब वो हमारा resistance बन गया है। तो अगर प्राइस अभी जैसे 3957 पे बैठा है, तो अगर आपने अभी या और इसके फर्दर गिरने पर भी आप ट्रेड लेते हो, तो प्राइस इफ इट रीटेस्ट द you know, previous resistance zone, sorry, previous support zone, which is now the resistance zone. तो चांसेस है कि ठीक ठाक प्रॉफिट बन सकता है स्टिल इन द डाउन मार्केट्स ऑल्सो। जब मार्केट वापस से रैली करने लगेगी एंड स्टार्ट्स मूविंग इन द पॉजिटिव डायरेक्शन, इफ सम पॉजिटिव न्यूज कम्स और सम न्यू डेवलपमेंट और समथिंग कम्स, देन it will be a totally different thing. So that also we will be you know, following. Don't worry on that. I think last night it went till 3800 also. So guys, अभी क्योंकि थोड़ा सा मार्केट स्लो है फिलहाल, मुझे कोई बाय सेल पोजीशन दिख नहीं रही। हाँ, अगर कुछ रहेगा तो आई विल बी पॉइंटिंग आउट टुवर्ड्स अ सेल और बाय, एंड यू कैन। Guys, whatever we discuss in these sessions are all guidance and guidance purposes only. So, jo methodology, strategies, anything that we discuss here, I want you guys to put the same thing in your charts on whichever crypto you're trading, and then try to implement these steps into all of them and see whether it is working or not for you. क्योंकि मैं एक भी एक इंडिकेटर थ्रू आउट नहीं यूज करती हूँ। I keep using different indicators at different levels sometimes to understand where what is happening. तो अगर आप लोग भी इसी तरीके से परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशंस बनाकर इसको इस्तेमाल करेंगे तो probably you will see some good results. And trust me guys, one trade, अगर एक दिन में एक ट्रेड बेसिकली सक्सेसफुली ले लेते हो तो डोंट गो फॉर ग्रीड। अगर थोड़ा बहुत भी प्रॉफिट हो जाता है, जैसे फॉर मी $5-10 $20 भी इन अ डे निकल जाता है तो आई एम हैप्पी विथ इट। I don't know with you guys, depending on your capital, if you're able to make one trade, also you're making at least one, say $5 in the initial phases, given that your capital amount is very less. Close the trade, be happy about it. Don't go for too many things and spoil yourself and spoil your overall thing, because that will not help. Trust me, it will not. Too many things at one time can spoil and, you know, completely destroy everything. So जब तक प्रोफेशनल नहीं बनते हो, हाँ, और जब तक आप like, you know, you do not know how to toggle between too many things or do multitasking or take too many trades at one time, don't even think of it. Okay. So let's see. So guys, with that, I think we will be ending the session. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Or we are going to wind up the session in next 3 hours. Sorry, next 3 minutes, sorry. Next 2 to 3 minutes. So we are near the neutral zones, guys. I think at this moment we don't have any price movement. So next minute I'm going to basically wind up the session. So I'm going to see if I have any. Okay. So guys, we'll wind up the session here and we'll basically look for more buying and selling opportunities tomorrow. So if in case basically we get any buying and selling opportunities, we will basically talk about it. So let's wind up this session. This is Nida Afreen, your host for Zbit. Let's carry on between 4 to 8 p.m. and we'll have a lot more great news, great things coming up your way. All right, take care and have a safe trading day ahead. And guys, trade safely and don't lose out your money. Trade only that much which you think you can afford to lose, and be vigilant about trading. So let's just hope that you all make good amounts of profits. All right, take care of yourself. I will see you tomorrow.